Good morning, hola, welcome to the Place to Be Reviews. I am and right here with all of yous. That is so cheesy, you should come with fries and a shake. How is everybody this morning? Got some more Venom 2 news here. Now this one is, trust me, it's not as clickbaity as the other article turned out to be. But Venom 2, Carnage gets company as Sony sequel adds second Marvel villain by Jeff Boucher. October 15, 2019. It's come out yesterday. There's a shot of Venom. It looks like Carnage will have company in Sony's upcoming Venom sequel. The Marvel Comics character called Shriek has been incorporated into the plot of the Venom sequel due in theaters October 2nd, 2020. According to two sources close to the project, a Sony spokesman declined comment, citing the early days status of the project, which won't begin principal photography until early next year. The addition of Shriek is a logical choice considering the character's history in the pages of Marvel Comics as the sonic-powered accomplice and romantic interest of serial killer Cletus Cassidy, aka Carnage, the monstrous arch-enemy of Venom. The fan-favorite Carnage has been the presumptive primary villain for the Venom sequel since the film first arrived in theaters last October, with a mid-credits preview scene that featured the uncredited Woody Harrelson as the menacing Cassidy. Shriek has been closely associated with Carnage since her introduction into Spider-Man Unlimited #1, May 1993, as part of the Maximum Carnage saga. A drug dealer named Francis Barrison became the volatile Shriek after severe trauma allowed her latent mutant powers to emerge. In the comics, these powers include sonic energy blasts, flight, and the ability to stir up dark and violent emotions in others. The casting process is underway, but so far, the field of candidates for Shriek's role has been expanding, not narrowing. Right now, the role is not filmed. The net is to cast wide toward many kinds of actresses, one source said, adding that filmmakers are now looking mostly at unknowns. Not a bad way to go with it. Venom director Ruben Fleischer and starring Tom Hardy. Venom, directed by Ruben Fleischer and starring Tom Hardy, was the surprise sensation among 2018's many superhero films. The $100 million production piled up $856 million in global box office, which includes the film's lush $111 million opening weekend in China, which now stands as the all-time strongest debut for a Sony release in the coveted market. Fleischer, director of Zombieland Double Tap, has moved on from the franchise, and Andy Serkis will helm the as-yet untitled sequel after considerable competition. Hardy returns for the sequel in the role of Eddie Brock, an abrasive journalist who comes in contact with an extraterrestrial organism that melds to his body to create the toothy, superpowered beast called Venom. In the comics, that same organism also gives Cassidy his Carnage abilities. Okay, so we'll go over, and I just pulled this up. This is the wiki Shriek, page, and I just wanted to look this up because I'm not too familiar with the character. Shriek is a criminally insane supervillainess and enemy of Spider-Man. Frances Louise Barrison spent her childhood being abused by her mother for being overweight. She was driven to drug use and developed a fixation of becoming a mother herself. Barrison eventually became a drug dealer, leading her into several situations that were harmful to her sanity, including being shot in the head by a police officer. She eventually ended up in Cloak's dark dimension, which caused her to develop the ability to manipulate sound. That's pretty cool. Shriek was incarcerated in the criminal mental hospital Ravencroft when Carnage caused a mass breakout. Upon seeing their mutual psychopathic sadism, the two fell in love and formed a partnership, going on a killing spree. They also teamed up with three other homicidal villains, Demogoblin, Carrion, and Doppelganger, forming a family. However, they were stopped by Spider-Man, Venom, and Black Cat. Shriek has since tried escaping Ravencroft several times, each time battling Spider-Man. Okay, so I wonder if they're going to lead, because there was rumors of the Black Cat and Silver Sable movie, if they're going to, kind of bridge this into, was it Spider-Man, maybe Spider-Man 3 or 4, or I'm sorry, Spider-Man 4, and then go with when they do Venom 3, which, because I believe Venom 2 will be a success. Andy Serkis is well respected in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He has a great knowledge of the source material, and not saying that this is the same thing, but so I think he will have a great interpretation of this storyline, and this just sounds really cool to me, because we're getting a kick-ass female character, and that's the thing, man, is like you got to see like a female Venom for like a minute, you know, when his girl had the symbiote, when she came and saved Eddie in the woods. But yeah, man, so we're gonna get like I said, and I was kind of like, oh, Black Cat and Silver Sable, all right. Like I said, I looked them up. Okay, pretty cool. Yeah, I don't mind this. This might be pretty cool. You know, I'm gonna remain cautiously optimistic, more optimistic so than the Marvel side, because it's over on the Sony side. Shriek can manipulate sound in different ways. She has She has the hypersonically tap into people's. That's weird. Probably has the ability to hypersonically tap into people's minds and bring out their inner darkness, generating fear, anger, and hate, making them act in violent manners. She can harness it and shoot destructive sonic energy blasts from her hands or disorientate. She can also shield herself with a sonic field and fly. With her sonic powers, she is also capable of generating a sonic scream, which can deafen or disorientate. All right, so yeah, she sounds like a pretty cool villain. I'm down with this. This could be pretty cool. And like Venom was really fun because it was, you know, kind of in that like kind of a contained like bubble when it was just him and Riot. So, you know, seeing that kind of expand, you know, slowly will be nice. Hopefully, you know, they handle it properly, because if you've ever watched me talk about a Spider-Man or a Venom, I was like, I want my Sinister Six movie and I want it done proper, and I don't believe that the MCU will do that proper justice. You know, and everybody's, oh, look at Sony did with Amazing Spider-Man. Well, you know, you got to stumble a couple times if you're going to have some success. And I believe that having the experience with the Spider-Man character in the MCU, you've got a nice blueprint. All right, now you got to do is change a few things up. You know, nothing too drastic. Give you know, Peter Parker, you know, more adult-oriented storylines, and, you know, make it work, man. You can make it work, and you've got the Sinister Six villains. Please don't do Doc Ock though. Alfred Molina owns that role, and without him, and I don't even know like if he would even do it or could do it at this point. I imagine you have somebody do mocap for him and him just do, you know, the regulars. But, you know, I don't know. I don't want to see that character. That's one I don't. I want to see a proper Rhino, man. Like the Rhino suit that Paul Giamatti used in the end of The Amazing Spider-Man 2 was like one of the only bright spots of that, because I just thought that was cool. But yeah, so getting Shriek into Venom 2 will be neat. And like I said, that we've got Kraven the Hunter that's coming up in the next Spider-Man movie. So these characters, hopefully these will all like carry over and we can get that Sinister Six. I mean, I want to see, you know, I'd love to see Michael Keaton come back and be Vulture again. That would be great. And what do you think? Who should fill out the rest of the roster for the Sinister Six? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Be sure to bitch slap that. Let me get proper. Bitch slap that like button for me. And please consider subscribing, as we're at 111 right now. YouTube changed algorithms to, you know, favor larger corporate channels as opposed to small channels like mine. So it really helps if you like, share, subscribe, turn the bell on for notifications. Tonight, episode number 69 of the podcast with myself, the amazing MJ, Coach Loudy, the Groovinator from Raiders of the Lost Flicks, and Linkle-X7. A big cast, big show. Got it all right here in the Place to Be Reviews. We'll, of course, be talking a little bit more about this, as Linkle-X7 is a comics aficionado. So we'll be getting his take on Shriek joining this franchise, this IP, see what he thinks about it, get his intuitive insight to this topic. I'm excited for that. And we'll also be talking about some more MCU stuff, probably a little bit of Star Wars, whatever else is relevant in the zeitgeist. You know you'll find it right on the Place to Be Reviews tonight, episode number 69. I am Itep Wakuian, thanking you humbly for joining me this morning. Still got a Walking Dead review coming out. You can go over to Facebook, like us on Facebook, The Place to Be Reviews. We have a Facebook group, the official Place to Be Reviews fan page. You can join us, a private group. I will vet you, or one of my admins will, and we will get you in. Also, we're on Twitter at The Place to Be RE1, on Instagram at The Place to Be Reviews. Also, you can email us, theplacetobereviews@mail.com, the world's best mail. What else? Oh yeah, some of my good friends have channels. Groovinator, Raiders of the Lost Flicks. Go over and subscribe to them. Salvador, frequent guest of the program. He'll be joining us on the live stream we are doing this Saturday, which I'll get to shortly. The Don of 2 Cents Toys, Salvador. Go over and subscribe to 2 Cents Toys. And also, Goober Brothers Entertainment. Please support my good friend Cody over there, another good friend of the program. So yeah, Saturday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, we will be starting Unicorn Store. 8:30 p.m. Eastern again, we'll be watching Unicorn Store. It's a horror night. And after the horror movie's over, we'll be watching Clive Barker's 1987 classic film, HELLRAISER. So yeah, to kind of cleanse the palate of the Unicorn Store. It's a horror at the Unicorn Store night on The Place to Be Reviews. So join us, won't you? And if I don't see you, have a great day and a pleasant tomorrow.